Okay, so what I want to explain here is the difference between a symptom and a cause, and how does this relate to letting go of exhaustion. I'll give you a story. Is somebody has shooting pains down their legs, so they go to the doctor and they say, I have shooting pains down my legs, and if you follow it back, that's the symptom. If you follow it back, they're shooting pains down their legs because they trapped a nerve in their spine. So then they go to the chiropractor, and the chiropractor releases the trapped nerve in the spine, so no more pain. And that's resolved the symptoms, but it hasn't resolved the cause. And the cause of the trapped nerve is because the body is collapsing in on itself. The spine is compressing down and trapping the nerve because the person's body is out of alignment. So until the person resolves the cause, which is misalignment, is the body is out of alignment itself, is the symptoms will reoccur. So a few months later or sometime afterwards, is the nerve gets trapped again, shooting pains down the leg, back to the chiropractor again. And they crack the bones, release the nerves, and off the person goes for a while. Until they deal with the cause themselves. So then they start doing a bit of yoga, they figure out how to move their body in alignment, they figure out root and rise, to yield in their body, and that opens up the space between their vertebrae, and then the tone of the body, the muscles come in to support that, and they're moving in a way that keeps the spine open and stops the symptoms from happening. And therefore they've dealt with the cause itself, is the misalignment in the body. Just as an example. So what's this got to do with exhaustion? Is when people disconnect from their place of rest within, that's the cause of exhaustion. And the reason being is when they disconnect from that, is now that place of rest lets go of tension and has the capacity to let go of a huge amount of tension. But if the person's going about their life and not letting go of tension, it's building up. So think about all the rooms in your life, all the people in your life, all the responsibilities in your life, and you're going around engaging with all those, gathering up tension as you go along, but not letting it go, whether it's at a physical, an emotional or mental level. And then the symptoms begin to happen. You're starting to argue with your partner. You're getting frustrated, irritated in work. Your bowels aren't working right. You're getting anxious, you're holding your worry in your belly. All these symptoms start to come out. It's because tension is building up within. Where if you had your place of rest physically, energetically and mentally, is you can be letting go of that tension, therefore not allowing the symptoms to arise, not allowing the tension to build up and start to interfere with you and get in your way. Does that make sense? So you can look at all the things that are exhausting you and you go, they're all my problems and they're issues to deal with, but it's how you are processing them within yourself. It makes all the difference. So your ability, and let me say it this way, without changing anything in the rooms, no change in the rooms, the people in the rooms, or what's going on in those rooms, situations in your life. Without changing any of those, you learned how to come into your place of rest, your place of peace, your connection in your body, that you're able to let go of tension, let go of your fight or flight, let go of the fear, let go of the anxiety at an emotional and mental level as well. How would that affect your perception and the way you dealt with the rooms in your life, the people in your life, and then the situations, your core values and your responsibilities in your life? How would that affect all those? Without changing anything externally, internally, you had a way of either not taking on stress or tension that isn't yours, and ones that are yours, you're able to process it and let it go without it building up inside you. You get the difference? So now is letting go of exhaustion is, think about exhaustion is a state of mind. And that when you begin to identify with that state of mind is then law of attraction, you begin to perpetuate that state of mind in your life. Is you just start to see exhaustion everywhere. You start to feel it everywhere. It's a state of mind. So you gotta let go of that exhaustion. So rather than trying to fight your exhaustion, is go into your exhaustion. But go into it in your body and then go all the way down into your body where you feel your exhaustion, and then let your body connect into itself and let your exhaustion be felt. And in that beautiful connection within yourself is you start to let go of the exhaustion. All that excess tension, you're letting it go. Every time you let it go, you're letting go of your exhaustion. More of it's going, and more of it's going. At one point, you don't feel so exhausted. Is the connection is kicking in. You feel more rested within yourself. You feel calmer within yourself. You feel a bit clearer within yourself. Your exhaustion is lifting. It's going away. You're actually letting it go. It's really important. And the reason why I brought exhaustion in is because, I'll say it to you this way. One, lots of people are exhausted. Is it possible for somebody to fully, like a person in a sports, you'll hear the expression "leave it all on the pitch." Is leave it all. You got to go for it. You got to put everything into it. And there are times in our lives when we just have to put heart and soul, body, everything's on the line. It's all in there, and we bring ourselves to a point of exhaustion. We're just spent. Sometimes in our lives, we have to do that just to deal with life. Now, there's other times in our lives we do that, not because we have to, it's just habit. We just drive ourselves into the ground. Now, my question is it possible that you can leave it all on the pitch? Like you be empty yourself, and at the same time not cause yourself any harm? How do you do that? How do you bring yourself to that point of exhaustion, but yet in that you've not caused yourself any harm? And again, it's back to knowing how to connect and rest into yourself. So that you can do, I'm going to use yoga now as an example. You could do yoga, and you could do it in alignment and really working your body the right way and totally exhaust the muscles. And the only thing you need to do after that is to recharge, is just to rest. Now, you could also do yoga out of alignment. And you could do yoga where you're throwing yourself around the place, you're bouncing yourself off the walls. There's 3 common mistakes in yoga. People don't know what they're doing, so they overstretch. And as they overstretch, they put stress on the muscles, internal organs, and then they begin to compress the joints, compression. That's when the pain really kicks in. So you could have a person do yoga out of alignment and exhaust themselves, but at the same time causing themselves harm. So rather than just having to relax there and rest, is the person has to actually heal themselves. They have to heal the hurt that they've caused. So how do you bring yourself to a point of exhaustion within yourself without causing yourself any harm? So the only thing you need to do is rest and not heal. Okay? So when you master exhaustion and be peaceful with it, it's your ability to work hard in your life, to do whatever it is you need to do, and your ability to let it go at the same time. And if you can do that, then the question is, do you ever need to bring yourself to a point of exhaustion anymore to achieve the goals in your life that you need to achieve? So there's a whole process that you go through. Okay, so if you found that you've gone through your different life cycles in your life, and that a couple of times in your life you've just ran the tank down, you've exhausted yourself, you've burnt yourself out. Now, how can you stop doing that? Well, first you have to deal with that burnt out place, which is your exhaustion. You need to go there, and then you need to be in your place of rest, connect into it and let it go. And then after that is that you keep doing that. So if you continue to really burn the wick, so to speak, to keep wearing yourself out, is you can let the tension go so that it's not going to build up. At some point, I guarantee it, you're going to realize there is a better way to do things here. Is the more you come into that connection within yourself and you feel the peace and the calm in it, you're going to tell yourself, I don't need to kill myself to get things done. Is I can be smarter, I can work better, I can work clearer, And really what you're saying to yourself is that I can work in alignment with myself, and I can raise my energy. I can connect into my being while in the doing of my life. I don't have to get lost in the doing, and I don't have to hurt myself in the doing of it anymore. Is I can come into the being of myself at the same time. So the beautiful connection that you find in relaxation, as that takes root in you and it grows and grows and grows in your life, is it'll have a profound effect on how you view things and your approach to life. And you might find after a while, you know, maybe I don't need to punish myself to succeed in my life or achieve my goals. You know, is that I can work hard, I can also let it go. And I come into the being of myself. And in that, everybody's winning. You're winning. The rooms in your life are winning. The people in your life are winning. All your core values and your responsibilities in your life, they're all winning. Because when your energy's up and you're holding your space and you're living your authenticity, we all win. And that's what we all need.